Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As the opposition team, I strongly disagree with this motion. I believe that the political dynasties, while not perfect, do not automatically harm democracy. And in many cases, they can actually strengthen political stability, representation, and development, especially in countries with weak party systems or volatile governments. The definition of the motion. First, political dynasty. A situation where multiple members of the same family hold or succeed to political positions, either simultaneously or over time. Democracy. A system of government where leaders are elected by the people through free and fair elections, with guarantees for participation, competition, and civil rights. The motion assumes that dynasties are inherently harmful, but we say that the presence of a dynasty does not mean democracy is broken. It depends on how power is used, not about who holds it. Our goal is to prove that political dynasties can coexist with democracy and even help maintain political continuity, representations, and effective governance. The first argument: voters still have the power. Democracy is defined by the people's choice, not by family names. Dynastic candidates still need to win elections. Their success shows voter support, not automatic privilege. Example, in Indonesia, not all children of politicians win elections, like some sons or daughters of the governors or ministers lost even with a full backing. Data from Bawaslu in Indonesia 2020 shows that 47% of dynasty-linked candidates failed to win in local elections, proving democracy still works. The second argument: continuity can strengthen policy and development. Dynasties can create political consistency, which benefits long-term development. In unstable democracies, policy often changes in every 5 years. Dynastic leadership can over stability and long-term planning. Example, in Japan, Shinzo Abe, a third-generation politician, brought years of stable governance that helped Japan's economy and diplomacy. Asian Journal of Political Science in 2021, countries with dynastic leadership show higher continuity in education and health reforms, especially in the Southeast Asia. The third argument: experience and legacy can be a strength, not a curse. Political families often grow up in public service and environments. Just like children of doctors often become doctors, politicians' children may grow up more exposed to public issues, diplomacy, and leadership. Harvard Kennedy School case study in 2020, dynastic politicians in India and the Philippines show better voter service and faster response times in local government units compared to non-dynastics. We shouldn't punish someone just because they are born into a political family. That's not a democratic either. So, what's the public response? The public response: first, the citizens. Many voters support dynastic candidates, not out of our fear or manipulation, but because of the familiarity and trust in the service record. Institution. Dynasties often have more political capital to push reforms and gather support in fragmented parliament. And then I have a rebuttal to the government. They say political dynasties are unfair, but we ask, if they win fair elections, where's the harm? The second, they say it discourages public participation, But in many cases, people vote more actively because they want to support or defeat dynastic candidates. The third, they say it's like monarchy. But monarchs are born into power. Dynastic politicians must earn it through elections. What is the solution? The solution, so instead of banning political dynasties, we believe the real solution is to improve how democracy works. First, we need to stronger regulations that ensure fair elections, not based on family names, but on the candidates, actually ability and track record. Second, we need better political education in schools and media, so voters can think critically and choose leaders for the right reason. Lastly, we must strengthen government accountability. Every leader, dynasty or not, should be watched and judged fairly based on their actions, not just on their last name. That's how we fix this problem, not by restricting people's, but by improving the system. We believe this is the more realistic, fair, and democratic path forward. So, what is the conclusion? To conclude, political dynasties are not the enemy of democracy. In fact, they can provide experience, stability, and policy continuity, especially in developing democracies. What matters is not the name, but how leaders serve. Let us not confuse popularity with tyranny or bloodline with bad governance. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.